This is The World Now, bringing you everything you need to know from around the globe. Russia launched its largest daytime drone assault of its war with Ukraine on Tuesday, killing 3 people, wounding dozens, and damaging a UNESCO World Heritage site in western Ukraine. More than 550 drones hit Ukrainian cities in broad daylight, a deliberate break from Russia's usual tactic of nighttime attacks. Combined with an overnight bombardment of missiles and hundreds more drones, Russia sent nearly 1,000 long-range drones into Ukraine in under 24 hours. In the western city of Lviv, closer to Vienna than to the front lines, 22 people were injured and a centuries-old monastery in the city center was damaged. In Ivano-Frankivsk, a drone strike killed a soldier and his daughter. President Zelensky, in his nightly address, called the scale of the attacks proof that Russia has no intention of ending the war. Traders placed $500 million on oil prices falling exactly 15 minutes before President Trump announced a delay to strikes on Iran's energy infrastructure. At 7:49 p.m. Korean time on Monday, traders moved over 5,000 lots of Brent and WTI crude futures. 15 minutes later, Trump posted on Truth Social that constructive talks with Tehran were underway and oil prices collapsed 15% in minutes. In the 60 seconds following Trump's post, 13 million barrels worth of oil futures changed hands. Brent crude and WTI both fell by $13 a barrel. The Securities and Exchange Commission, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and the White House all declined to comment on the spike in trades ahead of Trump's post. It remains unknown who placed the trades. Oil prices are still more than 40% above pre-conflict levels, with roughly 1/5 of the world's daily oil supply cut off by the war in the Middle East. The U.S. Senate confirmed Markwayne Mullin as Secretary of Homeland Security on Tuesday. Mullin, a former MMA fighter and a businessman, replaces the fired Kristi Noem. He signaled during his confirmation hearing that he would scale back some of Noem's more aggressive immigration tactics, including warrantless entries into private homes. Public support for the Trump administration's immigration crackdown has dropped in recent months, and the White House has privately signaled a shift in messaging away from mass deportations and toward targeting criminals. Liverpool superstar Mohamed Salah announced Tuesday that he will leave Liverpool at the end of this season, ending a 9-year run that made him the 3rd highest scorer in the club's history. The 33-year-old Egyptian forward scored 255 goals in 435 appearances for the club, winning 2 Premier Leagues and a Champions League. Liverpool confirmed the departure, calling Salah one of the greatest players in the club's history. Salah and the club reached an agreement over his exit 1 year before his contract was set to expire. This follows a public falling out with manager Arne Slot that included Salah telling reporters the club had thrown him under the bus. He has yet to announce his next move. Ju Ji-han, Arirang News.